In a town not so far away and not so long ago, on a cold winter's night, a desperate woman made a difficult decision. Everyone for miles around knew about Greenwood's orphanage. Mrs. Hartley's door was always open and no child was ever turned away. This night was no exception.
Oh my! What could this be?
What is it?
No, Josephine, wait. Wait until I see what we have here. Step back. Oh my goodness. Oh. Children, look.
Can we keep it? Can we keep it?
Well, first things first. We must get this little one inside and out of the cold. Come on, let's go inside.
I have to believe that it broke my mother's heart to leave me there. That she sacrificed her own happiness because she loved me so much. The children had always wanted a baby sister. So when I arrived at Greenwood's, Mrs. Hartley was happy to let them help take care of me.
What shall we name her?
Well, let's see. I know. I think we should call her Rose because her cheeks are so pink and rosy. What do you think?
Mrs. Hartley was good and kind, and all the children loved her. And she loved all of us, whether we were big or small. My days at the orphanage were happy ones. This was the only home I knew, and this was the home I loved. The very best time of the day was when Mrs. Hartley read to us, and I grew up enjoying those special moments together. Every night when she tucked me in, Mrs. Hartley left a candle by my bedside because I was so afraid of the dark. That year, a new little girl came to live at Greenwood's. We named her Felicity because she was so sweet and happy. And we became the very best of friends. We were inseparable. Mrs. Hartley taught us how to work together for the good of each other, but she also knew that we were children, and that children needed to play. And oh, how we played. The years passed by so quickly, and before I knew it, I was one of the oldest at Greenwood's.
You are in so much trouble.
What is going on here? Well?
It was my fault. I'm sorry.
You should be. Why should you have all the fun?
Josephine, come play with us. Rose, are you all right?
Yes. Oh, your feet are cold.
I know. Sorry. Why do you always have a candle by your bed? Are you afraid of the dark?
A little bit. You should go to sleep.
But I'm not tired.
Close your eyes and I'll sing you a lullaby. La I'll be your queen. Lavender green, dilly dilly, lavender blue. You must love me, dilly dilly, 'cause I love you.
Oatmeal again.
It's all we have. You know that.
But oatmeal makes my tummy hurt.
What would you like to eat?
Bacon and eggs, toast and jam.
That's silly, Walter. Don't you know there's a war going on?
That is true. But we also need to make the best of things. We also have our imaginations. What else would you like to eat?
Muffins and sausage? Yes. Sauce.
What else?
Eggs. Waffles.
Your scarf looks wonderful, Felicity.
I think I dropped a few stitches.
But that's what makes it special.
A few stitches?
I wish I could sew as neatly as you. It just takes practice.
Tell us how Rose got her name.
We've heard it 100 times.
I know, but I want to hear it again.
Well, I don't.
Will you tell us how Felicity got her name?
Well, let's see if I can remember. It's been so long. Oh, goodness. When you came to Greenwoods, you made everybody so happy that we renamed you Felicity, because that means happiness.
It does?
It does.
I'm going to bed.
Why is Josephine always so grumpy?
Because she's sad and lonely. So we need to be extra kind to her.
Well, I think it's time we all turned in.
But I'm not tired.
Have you forgotten tomorrow is Rose's birthday? We need to be rested for the party.
I'm having a party?
Well, it's not much, I know, but
It's the best cake I ever saw.
go ahead and blow out the candle.
Make a wish, Rose. What did he wish for?
She's not supposed to tell, or it won't come true.
I wish that I could live here at Greenwoods with all of you forever.
Happy birthday, Rose.
Open it, open it. Open it. What's inside this? What?
She took in extra laundry so she could buy it for you.
Well, it's not new, but
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
oh, happy birthday, Rose.
This is the best cake I ever had.
Time to go to sleep.
I can't stop breathing.
It will still be here in the morning.
I can't believe it's really mine.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to keep it forever.
Good.
Why didn't you ever have any children?
But I do. I have all of you.
I know, but
I always did want a big family. But I was never blessed to have children of my own. I suppose the good Lord had his reasons.
and that's why you started the orphanage?
Mm-hmm. After Mr. Hartley died, I was so lonely, and Greenwood seemed so empty. I saw poor children begging on street corners, and it broke my heart. So I decided I needed to do something about it.
I'm glad you did.
And then when I found you on my doorstep in your little basket, well, I felt like you had been sent just to me. And because I was able to raise you from an infant, you are as dear to me as if you were my own daughter.
I love you, Miss Hartley.
I love you, Rose.
up, let's go. I love sledding.
Me too.
I'm going down first. You always go first. Because I'm the oldest. That's not fair.
Felicity, what's the matter?
I'm cold.
At least you have your scarf to keep you warm. There. Are you still feeling ill?
Yes,
We're almost to the hill. Can you make it?
I think so.
Samuel. Felicity. Charlotte. Eliza. Olivia. Jenny.
I'm always the last one.
That's because you're the best. Walter. Felicity, what's wrong?
I want to go home.
You have a fever.
Samuel! Mrs. Harley!
Do you want me to sing you a lullaby?
My head hurts too much. We don't feel well. Mrs. Hartley says we should go right to bed. And you would tuck us in.
Yes, I'll be there in a moment. Is Walter sick too?
I'm afraid so. Would you run get the doctor?
Josephine, could you take this glass of water to Felicity?
Why can't you do it?
We all need to work together if we're to get through this. Now, please take the water to Felicity.
Rose, would you allow Mrs. Hartley and I to be alone for a moment, please?
Run along, dear. Go on, dear. It's all right. What is it?
Influenza. You'll have to keep the children indoors. Quarantine the ones that are already sick.
And how long before they'll feel better?
You're gonna have to be very strong, Mrs. Hartley. Understand?
I understand. Oh, I know. Girls, don't come in here. I don't want you to get sick.
But you need help.
You can't take care of the children by yourself.
So that's that. Please, try to sleep, Felicity.
Don't leave me, Rose.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night. Guardian angels, God will send thee all through the night. Soft the drowsy hours are creeping, hill and dale in slumber sleeping. I, my loved ones, watch and keeping all through the night. Felicity?
You're gonna freeze out here. Would you bring some wood when you come inside? The fire's fading. Thank you, dear.
I'll take your place if you want to get some sleep. The doctor's taking so long.
I know. But he'll be here as soon as he can. The influenza's spreading all over town.
I'm gonna get some sleep. If you need me, just wake me up.
Rose. Will you sing to me?
Lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. If you are king, dilly dilly, I'll be your queen. Lavender green, dilly dilly, lavender blue. You must love me, dilly dilly, 'cause I love you.
As you all know, Mrs. Hartley is no longer with us. And unfortunately, she had no children of her own to take over for her. I asked the people in the town if anyone was willing to take over, but they refused. Consequently, we have no choice but to close this orphanage forever.
What will happen to us?
A young lady always waits until she is asked to speak. I have brought with me a group of benevolent individuals who will be considering some of you for adoption.
You mean like a real London father?
I advise you to quickly change into your best clothes. Wash your hands, face, neck, and ears, and come to the parlor immediately. No one wants to adopt a dirty child.
Excuse me, ma'am. These are the only clothes we have.
That is most unfortunate.
I'm too old. No one will choose me. Yes, they will. Just wait and see.
Little boy, what's your name?
Walter Michael Morley, I'm 4.
Would you like to come home with us?
What do you eat for breakfast?
Oh, let's see. Bacon and eggs, toast and jam.
Even sausage?
Of course.
Let's go.
Well, that's over with. Off to your rooms. I will stay here for the night. Tomorrow you'll be taken to your new homes.
Homes?
Orphanages.
I told you no one would take me.
Where are they taking you?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Don't forget me.
Or me.
Stop fidgeting.
Sorry. Excuse me, ma'am. How soon before we arrive?
Patience is a virtue, young lady. You would do well to remember that. Wake up, child. Hurry. The carriage is waiting.
Wait! I forgot my book.
Stop that. What are you talking about?
My book! I left it on the train.
Instant.
Please, I need my book. Please.
What nonsense. Where you're going, there'll be no time for books. Come along. Don't dawdle.
Give this letter to Mr. Crampton.
But what should I tell him?
Everything he needs to know is in that letter.
Here, come inside. Everyone, there's a new girl.
Why, hello. Hello. What's your name?
That is the ugliest scarf I have ever seen in my entire life.
Be quiet, Celeste. I think it's pretty.
Who's this?
You better stop that, Gilbert. Mr. Crampton will send you back to where you came from.
I'm not afraid of old Crampton.
Yes, you are. We all are.
What's your name, girl? Perhaps she's the girl who doesn't have a name.
Leave her be.
Piggy face, piggy face, piggy wiggy, piggy.
Oh dear. You're in trouble now, Gilbert.
To the attic.
I didn't do anything. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He pulled her hair twice.
Silence! Obey me now or suffer the consequences later. Hold still and be still. What's your name? Speak up, child.
She doesn't have one.
Interesting. You do have a name, it seems. Your name is Rose. And you've been sent to Iron Gates because you have nowhere else to go. No one wants you. Go back to your duties, children. Emily, take Rose upstairs and teach her the rules of Iron Gates.
Yes, sir. This will be our bed. There's not enough, so we have to share. Don't be afraid. It's not so bad here if you keep the rules. At least we have a bed and something to eat. Where are your clothes? Oh. Well, never mind. I have a dress I just grew out of. You can have that if you'd like. You do know how to speak, don't you?
Tell me the rules, please. I don't want to make Mr. Crampton angry.
He has many rules, but the three most important are first, hold still and be still.
I know that one already.
Next is cleanliness is next to godliness.
What does that mean?
It means that you have to wash yourself every day and never have dirty fingernails.
That's easy.
The last is never leave the bedroom after lights are out. Ever. Cheer up. You're going to have to make the most of things.
Miss Hartley used to say that.
Who's Mrs. Hartley?
She was the lady that ran Greenwood's orphanage. She was so kind and never got angry with us. She passed away from the influenza.
My parents did too.
I'm sorry. Who sleeps here?
Celeste. She's not an orphan like the rest of us. Her father's a major in the army, and her mom's busy with the war effort.
Get off my bed. Did you tell the girl what happens if she breaks the rules?
Her name is Rose.
I don't care.
Supper time, girls.
You're supposed to shake the bell.
I know, miss. It's just so loud.
If you know it, then do it. I simply can't eat all this food. It's just too much.
May I have some?
Of course not. What are you staring at, girl?
Oh, I'm not staring.
Yes, you are. Eat.
You have to eat everything. It's the rules. If you don't, you'll get in trouble.
Swallow. This is Andrew. He's just as terrible as Gilbert.
That's from Gilbert. That's from me.
And that's for me.
Stand for inspection. Put out your hands. Turn them over. What are the punishments for infractions?
Extra chores, no supper, solitary confinement in the attic.
Which one do you choose?
I choose no supper.
Insolent boy. You will go immediately to the attic and remain there until I call for you. No candle. Step out. Turn around. You'll do. I'll take my supper in the library.
Yes, sir, Mr. Crampton, right away.
What's wrong? Miss Hartley never used to punish us. Don't worry. If you keep the rules, he won't punish you. He may be harsh, but he's fair. Have you ever been to the attic? Only once. What for? I punched Gilbert in the nose. Made it bleed, too. Why? Why not? Was it dark in there? Yes. There's a small window, but it's high up on the wall so you can't see out of it. But I just closed my eyes and imagined that the room was full of light.
Stop that blubbering, girl. I'm trying.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go.
Will you please
laughing
be
all the way.
quiet?
Ha ha ha!
Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. You sing like an angel. Don't you think so, Celeste?
Mr. Crampton makes Celeste sing for the benefactors so that they'll feel generous and give us money for the orphanage.
But she can't sing like you can.
No one can.
No one.
Wake up. Wash up. Time for breakfast. Come on, girls.
Here, help me with the water. Will you carry this for me?
Hurry up. I'm hungry.
Come on. Pour it in here, Rose.
My nightgown. It's ruined.
It's just water.
Just water. You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
I'm going to tell.
No.
I'm gonna cry, girl.
You're so horrible.
So very horrible. You think so?
Get that back.
Here. Do you still think I'm so horrible?
No, Celeste.
That's better.
I think you're the meanest girl in the whole wide world.
Wait! Hold still and be still.
Why?
There is a giant bug on your head.
Kill it!
Are you sure you want me to?
Yes. Is it gone?
It's dead.
Ew. Take it away.
Hey, piggy face.
I'm telling.
Wait! Don't tell. He's on his last warning.
Well, maybe he should have thought about that before he threw his food at Rose.
Please.
Maybe if he says sorry to Rose, I won't tell. But he better do it quick.
Gilbert, just say you're sorry so you don't get in trouble.
Sorry.
What are you doing in here? Touching my books? To the attic.
Oh no, please, Mr. Crampton, don't send me to the attic. I'll go to bed without supper. I'll do extra chores. I'm very good at scrubbing floors and washing dishes.
Stop this babbling. When I give out a punishment, I make sure it's carried out.
Please don't make me go.
If you keep up this defiance, you'll stay in the attic overnight.
I'll go. Mr. Crampton won't be angry if he knows you're in here.
He's taking a nap.
Hungry? Oh, famished. Thank you.
Polly sent it. She's sad you're in the attic, but she can't interfere with Mr. Crampton's rules.
Why is Mr. Crampton so unkind?
Because he has no heart. I think he has a walnut or a piece of coal instead.
So that's why Grace returns all the letters.
What letters? And how do you know about Grace?
I found her book in the library. There's a photograph inside, and there's letters addressed to her from Mr. Crampton. All of them are returned unopened. Where is she?
She ran away.
Why?
You must never speak of Grace. Ever. Understand? Polly told me that Grace and Mr. Crampton had a terrible argument, and that she left that night and no one's ever heard from her since.
It's Mr. Crampton. Hide.
Have you learned your lesson?
Yes, sir.
Do I smell a burning candle?
I don't know what you smell. I don't smell anything. Perhaps it could be the chimney?
Joe!
Hello, ladies.
Joe!
Mary and Beatrice, how are you?
Did you bring us a surprise?
Mary, it's not polite to ask.
No, that's just fine. Well, let me check my pockets and see what I have. Oh, nothing there.
Check that one.
Nope, sorry.
Can you check that one?
Please don't tease us.
What is it? Peanuts! Can we have some?
May we?
Go and call the other children. Well, who is this?
This is Rose. Rose, this is Joe.
Rose. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Joe!
Hey, hello, children! Gather around the table and we'll have our surprise. There's enough for everyone.
What is going on in here?
See, just like I told you.
You children get to your bedrooms right now. Go. Now.
I was simply trying to bring a little merriment into this place. Is that such a terrible thing?
There are rules at Iron Gates. It's the only way to keep order.
You are a slave to your own rules.
What is that supposed to mean?
Do I really need to remind you?
How many times have I told you, you are not welcome here?
Many.
Yes, well, then why do you keep coming and disrupting things?
For the sake of the children.
I should forbid you to come here.
Need I remind you that I still own half of Iron Gates? You cannot and will not forbid me to do anything.
Regrettably.
It's not too late to make things right. You have the ability to make up for the past. Arthur, forgiveness will bring you the peace that you crave. Grace would want it this way.
Don't you ever talk about that. Don't you ever mention her name. Don't you ever remind me of the past.
You children best be extra quiet tonight. I expect Mr. Crampton will be in a bad mood for quite some time.
He's always in a bad mood.
Don't be harsh, Emily. Mr. Crampton and Joe had a hard life when they were growing up.
How can one brother be so kind and the other be so mean?
Joe and Mr. Crampton are brothers?
Yes.
They're so different.
Folks react differently to certain circumstances, and it's not our place to judge. In fact, you look a lot like his daughter Grace when she was your age.
I know.
How do you know? What's that about? Come along, children. Mr. Crampton wants to talk to you.
Oh, is he going to punish us for eating the peanuts?
Quickly, we don't want to vex him.
Make haste. Quickly, quickly! I've been called away on a matter of extreme urgency.
And we are late. Time is of the essence.
You will be in charge in my absence. I expect the rules to be strictly enforced while I'm away. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir, Mr. Crampton.
All of you, I expect you to be on your best behavior while I'm gone. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mr. Crampton.
When may we expect your return, sir?
As soon as I resolve the situation.
We must hurry, sir.
Yes.
Not yet. We have to be certain that he's actually gone.
He's moving towards the carriage. He's getting in.
He's sitting down.
The carriage is moving.
It's at the gate.
And it's turned the corner. He's gone.
It's all the same whether he's here or not. We still must obey the rules.
What rules?
Come on now. Eat up. I have a surprise for you, but I'm not going to tell you until you eat every last bite of oatmeal.
Polly, I have to use the outhouse.
Run along then.
But it's dark in there.
All right. I'll take you. I'll be back in a minute. 1 minute.
You're going to regret that.
Why? What are you gonna do?
This.
I'm telling Mr. Crampton when he gets home.
If you do, I'll put a spider in your bed. Maybe 2.
Or 3.
Or 4. Fine. I won't tell.
That's what I thought. Your turn.
Oh dear.
You know what my favorite part of Christmas is? It's when Joe brings the oranges.
Joe brings oranges? For us? What do they taste like?
You've never eaten an orange?
No. But I bet they taste wonderful.
You know what I think? I think angels eat oranges in heaven.
You do? What do they taste like?
They're so sweet and delicious, and sometimes when you bite into one, the juice drips down your chin.
Everyone's ready and waiting.
We'll be there in a moment.
And you're sure that there will be an orange for me?
Of course. Joe makes sure that every child gets an orange.
I can't wait until Christmas.
Neither can I.
How much longer?
Be patient. Oh, wonder who that can be.
Come in!
Good morning, children.
Hi,
Everyone ready?
We aren't to leave the house without Mr. Crampton's permission.
But he's not here to give us his permission.
Then we mustn't go.
Come on, let's go, everyone, let's go.
Wait for me!
I can show my Christmas tree. Let's choose that tree. We should choose that one. We should choose that one. I choose that one. Look at that one. Oh, look at that one. We want this one.
Yes, this one.
Too small.
I choose that one. I choose that one. Me too.
Too tall.
We like this one. It's the best.
My goodness, children, are we going to find a tree today?
It's It's my turn to choose the tree, and I pick this one.
Didn't you choose last year?
I don't remember.
Well, I do, and it was you.
Definitely you.
My father pays a fortune to Iron Gates Orphanage, so I should be able to choose the tree every year.
Rose, what do you think about it? Rose?
Rose?
Rose!
Why don't you stay with the children?
Don't fret. Joe will find her.
Rose!
Rose? Rose?
Rose! Rose!
Here. I'm over here.
Rose, you scared me. Don't ever do that again.
Rose, you mustn't wander off like that.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to find the perfect tree to hang the oranges on. I think I found it.
I think you're right. Over here, everyone! Rose has found the perfect tree.
I don't like it. It's ugly. Mine was better.
We could vote on it. That waits for everyone.
That isn't fair at all.
Sounds like a wonderful idea. Who wants this tree?
I do.
Who wants Celeste's tree? Then it's settled.
May we take it home now?
Yes, let's cut her down.
I can't wait.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Grace Crampton.
I'm sorry, sir, but there's no one here by that name.
You?
Good day, sir.
Your services are no longer required.
What do you mean, sir?
It's simple, Mr. Beasley. I hired you to find my daughter. You failed. Miserably.
They assured me she was here, sir.
Well, as you can see, she's not. Take me back to Iron Gates.
But, sir...
Now!
When does Joe bring the oranges?
Christmas Eve.
I can't wait.
You're gonna have to. Mr. Crampton hates Christmas and won't allow any fun until Christmas Day. It'll be worth the wait, I promise.
Well, it's time for me to go. Oh, my poor back. I'm not as young as I used to be.
All right, time for bed, children.
But we're not even tired.
Oh, Thomas, your eyes are closing as you stand there, my boy.
Come on, everybody.
We had a nightmare. And we have a tummy ache. And Rose is not in bed. She's gone.
You girls go back to bed.
But what about our tummy aches?
If you go to sleep, they'll go away. Rose, are you in here? Rose?
That was close.
What are you doing here?
We were hungry. We only ate 3 slices each.
Put it away. Now. What are you doing out of bed?
Nothing.
Yes, you are. You're looking for Piggy Face. I heard you call her name.
I bet she ran away.
Good. No one likes her anyway.
You like her.
No, I don't. She's ugly.
You're the ugly one. I'm gonna tell Mr. Crampton you're stealing food. I hope he sends you away so I never see you again. Rose! What are you doing in here?
I'm just falling asleep.
Mr. Crampton finds out you're in his library again.
He'll lock you in the attic for the rest of your life.
You better not tell.
I won't tell if you won't tell.
Agreed. Let's go upstairs before Polly gives us extra chores.
What's that?
Oh, it's just a book.
Stop! Let go!
Look what you did. It's not even mine.
Hi.
I know someone's in here. Whoever it is should come out and make themselves known. I see I need to make myself clearer. If you come out now, you will not be punished. If, however, you choose to remain hidden, the outcome will be distressing. I'll count to 3. If you come out before then, you will not be punished. 1, 2, and 3. Most interesting. I was expecting someone else. Come here. You will get your things packed and be ready in the morning. I will accompany you to the reform school myself.
But you promised no punishment.
Yes, and you promised not to enter this room. One broken promise deserves another.
But tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Christmas is a lot of nonsense that I can do without. I'm not going to change my mind because of some silly, sentimental holiday.
Please, sir, don't send me away. I promise I'll do better.
And I know what your promises are worth.
No! Don't send Gilbert away. It was my fault that I came to the library again to read the book. It's my favorite book.
Silence.
Andrew and Gilbert only came downstairs because they thought they heard an intruder. They were just trying to protect the children.
Is this true?
Yes, sir.
You both will have extra chores tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Go to bed. Your confession will make absolutely no difference to me. You will spend this night in the attic. Do you have anything else to say?
Yes, sir. You're a mean, lonely old man. And I feel sorry for you.
You feel sorry for me?
Please go. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
I'm staying. I brought the candle.
Thank you.
This is all Gilbert's fault.
No, it's my fault. Mr. Crampton told me to never go in the library again. I disobeyed the rules.
No one's ever stood up to Mr. Crampton before.
You were so brave. I shouldn't have said those things to him. They were so unkind. But they were true. Blow out the candle in case Mr. Crampton comes and sees the light under the door and finds you. You're not afraid anymore? What other songs do you know? Sweet and low, sweet and low, wind of the western seas, blow, blow, gleam and glow, wind of the western seas, from the rolling waters blow, with the dying moon and blow, bring him again to me, while my little one, while my pretty one sleeps.
Hey, Picky Face, cat got your tongue?
Don't call her that.
Why not?
Because her name is Rose.
Andrew, clean the ashes out of the fireplace.
Rose, thank you for taking the blame for me. I'm sorry I got you in trouble.
Gilbert, fetch me some clothespins.
I'll never tease you again.
Did you hear me?
May I have a minute?
Half a minute.
I promise. Thank you, Gilbert.
Gilbert!
Rose, it's Christmas Eve. This is not a day for chores.
I'm being punished.
Not today.
Are those the oranges? May I see them?
Well, I don't know. We're not supposed to see the oranges till Christmas morning. Mr. Crampton's rules.
All right. I can wait.
But this may be our little secret. Are you happy here, Rose?
I try to make the most of things.
My brother can be a hard man.
Only because he misses Grace.
What do you know about Grace?
Oh, don't be upset with me.
No. I could never be upset with you, Rose. I need to know. What do you know about Grace?
Well, I found a few letters in a box on Mr. Crampton's desk, and all of them are addressed to Miss Grace Crampton. And there's a photograph of her in one of his books.
Impossible.
All of the letters were returned unopened.
Are you sure they were addressed to Grace Crampton?
I'm positive.
Who's here?
I don't know.
Merry Christmas. Now, you know the rules. I will hang the oranges on the tree tonight, and you will see them in the morning.
But we can't wait. We can't wait at all.
Rules are rules. So hurry and get your chores done, and that way you can go to bed early. And Christmas morning will come more quickly. Merry Christmas, Arthur.
Tomorrow is Christmas. Today there are chores to do.
And that's just what I was telling the children. Isn't that right, children?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad to indulge your need to celebrate Christmas. But now, the children must be kept busy. Idle hands are mischievous hands, are they not? Tonight, the benefactors of Iron Gates will make their annual Christmas Eve visit. You children will sing. Rose, you will sing a solo.
But I always sing the solo.
Not tonight. Don't disappoint me. Now, back to your duties. Why must you continue these silly traditions?
And what harm do they do?
It's frivolous and indulgent.
But didn't you see the happiness on the children's faces? That is why I do it, Arthur, for the children.
How noble.
It's not fair. I always sing the solo. I hate that stupid girl.
It's not Rose's fault that Mr. Crampton chose her, and it's not her fault that Rose has a beautiful voice.
What do you know about anything? Now do my hair. Ow, you're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I'm going to get even with that girl. You wait and see.
This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him up, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Let me help you. Please, go on.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
I feel sorry for Celeste. Why? She's been glaring at you all evening. Don't feel sorry for her. Well, she looked sad when Mr. Crampton chose me to sing instead of her. She got what she deserves.
Time for bed, children. It's Christmas tomorrow. Sleep well.
I'm never gonna be able to fall asleep.
Tell me again about what happens in the morning.
Joe comes at first light and Polly makes breakfast. And then when we're finished with breakfast, he brings us into the front hall and passes out all the oranges.
I'm never going to be able to fall asleep.
We could count sheep.
Or oranges.
Be quiet.
Finish up quickly, children. Joe's already waiting in the front hall.
Well, I get mine first. I'm the youngest.
If you finish all your oatmeal.
I'll eat it all gone.
Come on, Thomas, you can do it. Keep going.
Finished.
Now then, who is ready?
We are!
Who is?
We are!
All right then, let's begin. Thomas, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Mary,
Do we have to eat the oranges right away?
you may eat them now or later, whatever you wish. Hold out your hand, Rose.
Stop! That child will not receive an orange.
What are you talking about?
She broke the rules.
It's Christmas Day.
No matter. She left her bedroom last night after lights out.
For pity's sake, Arthur, don't do this. She is just a child.
I'll thank you not to interfere.
I cannot allow you to do this.
You cannot allow, you who broke the rules and took Polly and the children out of this house while I was not here?
You are a hard, unfeeling man, Arthur Crampton. And I am ashamed to call you my brother.
Well, if I'm hard, why don't I dismiss Polly immediately? Send her back to the streets where we found her. Would you like that, Polly?
No.
No, I thought not. You will have two punishments. First, you will scrub and polish every nook and cranny in this house. And after you finish your chores, you will go to bed without your supper. None of you will speak to this girl, or you will receive the same punishment. Go to the kitchen, get a bucket, begin. Now! Continue to pass out the oranges. It's Christmas Day, Joe. I thought you came over here to make these children happy. Look at their faces. I see no happiness.
All right then. Who's next?
Dismissed.
Please find her.
I will, Emily. I will. You've gone too far this time, Arthur.
Rose! Rose! Rose!
Are you hurt? Ah, you're wet and cold. My home is just over this hill. Let me take care of you there. Come. Give me your hand.
I'm not going back.
Swallow this.
Oh, that tastes awful.
You were foolish to have run off without your coat. You'll be lucky you don't catch cold.
Grace is beautiful. Where is she now?
Enough questions. We need to get you warm and dry and get you back to Iron Gates. People will be worried about you.
I said I'm not going back.
You know something, Rose? Arthur and I said the same thing when we were little boys. We ran away so many times I lost count. But after a week or so on the streets, we always came back. We were so hungry, there was no other choice.
You and Mr. Crampton were orphans too?
Yes, Rose. Just like you. But the orphanage that we lived in was a dark and dismal place. Life was almost unbearable. I tried to protect him, but Arthur always got into trouble.
What did he do?
Oh, he was just a boy. He was getting into mischief that little boys do. I must have told him 100 times, Arthur, you must obey the rules. But he was stubborn, and he paid for it dearly.
What did they do to him? This is from Mr. Crampton. And it's from Grace. How long have you had this?
A while.
Oh. Well, why didn't you give it to him?
Well, I've wanted to, but every time I mention her name, he flies into a rage. And until you told me about the letters that he had sent to Grace, I had no idea he was searching for her. Grace told me to give him this letter when I felt the time was right.
Well, you need to give it to him.
He's too proud to take it from me.
Then I will.
You broke the rules.
I know. And I'm ready to take my punishment.
Rose,
Yes?
you broke the rules.
And the rules must not be broken.
You think me hard and unfeeling. What is done cannot be undone.
Anything can be undone if you wish it to be so. Merry Christmas, Arthur.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Rose, wake up.
What's the matter?
What is it? Hold out your hand, Rose.
For me?
Yes.
But how?
Who gave up their orange for me?
All of us. Everybody.
I don't know which piece to choose first.
Choose the smallest one.
Eat it, Rose. Please.
We all want you to.
We've been waiting all day.
All day.
All right.
Eat some more.
This is heavenly. I shouldn't eat in front of you.
We each saved one to eat with you.
Please, eat yours too. I don't want this to end now.
There's always next year.
Thank you. This is the best Christmas I've ever had. Merry Christmas, Mr. Crampton.
What is this? Rose. Can't be. No, can't be.
Dear Papa, it's been far too long and life is much too fragile to let another Christmas go by with us being apart. I hope this letter finds you well. I asked Uncle Joe to give this to you when he felt the time was right. I think of you often, and my heart tells me that now is the time to forgive and forget. Please come quickly. Nothing would bring me greater joy than to see your face at my door. Your loving daughter, Grace.
Polly. Polly! Polly!
Is everything all right, sir?
Well, of course it's all right. Why shouldn't it be all right?
Because it's after midnight.
So it is. I need you to run an errand.
Now, sir?
Are you disobeying an order?
No, not at all, sir.
Well, then don't dawdle. Time's wasting. Oh, no, don't look frightened. I'm not going to bite you.
I know that, sir.
But now, take the carriage and go fetch Joe.
Me, take the carriage.
Well, of course you. Who else? Oh, Polly. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Crampton.
Off you go now. Don't be frightened. Wonderful woman. Very bright woman.
Good news! Mr. Crampton's leaving! What? He's leaving, and Polly's making breakfast. Biscuits and gravy.
Where is he going?
Why is he leaving?
Who cares?
As long as he's gone.
Please pass the gravy.
There you are. Aren't you hungry? Biscuits and gravy.
Is it true? Is Mr. Crampton really leaving?
Yes, it's true.
What is going to happen to us? Are we going to be sent away?
No. No one's ever going to send you away.
Promise?
I promise. Arthur put me in charge while he's gone, and I'm here to stay.
He's going to see Grace, isn't he?
Yes.
I have to tell him goodbye.
Well, somehow I knew you would. So go along, do it quickly, or Gilbert will eat all the biscuits before you get any.
I have to get something. May I come in?
Yes, of course. Come here, Rose. Come here. As you know, I am leaving Iron Gates this morning.
I know. But when will you return?
Oh, that remains to be seen. But I have a favor to ask of you before I leave, and it's very important to me.
Of course. What is it?
I want you to look after Joe for me. Well, he can be a very stubborn man sometimes. I have something for you. Now, I don't want you to open this until I leave. You know, I can't abide sentimental blubbering. Now, off you go. Off you go. You don't want Gilbert to eat all the biscuits. Go on.
To keep you warm.
Oh. Well, thank you. How do I look?
Perfect.
Thank you. Dismissed.
Goodbye, Mr. Crampton.
Goodbye. Dear, dear Rose. Dear Rose, may this book bring you the same happiness that you have given me. Merry Christmas, Mr. Crampton.
It brought me much happiness to learn that Josephine had at last found a family that loved and cared for her. We had a joyous reunion that day, and we still keep in touch. To this day, I consider her my sister. After Mr. Crampton and Grace reconciled, he did return to Iron Gates. He was a changed man. Forgiveness had finally brought him the peace and happiness he so desperately needed. There were still rules, but now the only thing the attic was used for was storage. There have been many joyful holidays since that memorable Christmas so many years ago, but none can compare to that magical day when a simple orange meant so much to so many.